Hey guys, this is a lesson that I think would be really valuable for everyone. I spent a lot of time learning all the scales and all the chords and all 12 keys, the circle of fifths or the circle of fourths if you go counterclockwise, which is the way we want to do it, but it represents everything in that circle. And then I took this master class with a great blues guitar player. And he was going, you just really need to know things in about 5 keys. And those 5 keys spell the words caged, the word cage, C-A-G-E-N-D. The key of C, the key of A, the key of G, the key of E, and the key of D. And there is some logic to this, and it's an important method. It's maybe not where I would really start everybody. And so I'm going to send you a paper here, or it's included in the link. But we're going to start with A because it makes the most sense. What we're talking about here is the relationship. This is music theory, which seems like music theory could be super hard, but it's really all about relationships. So if I'm at home, what we call home was 1, and then I take a little vacation, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the 4th letter. And so if A is home in the key or in the alphabet, A, B, C, D, is the 4th letter of the alphabet, and 5 is the 5th letter of the alphabet. So I like to say, 3 chords in the truth. Country music ain't nothing but 3 chords in the truth. But also blues, rock, classical music. It really, some people call these the 3 primary chords, 1, 4, and 5. So we're going to start with A, the key of A major. Also, I wish somebody would have told me very early on, there's really just 3 kinds of chords: major chords, minor chords, or dominant chords is really what it is. But it's major is happy, sunny, fun. Minor is sad, cloudy, dark, moody, whatever. And then the dominant 7th chords are really the tension, the unstable tension. So it's kind of a funkier, bluesy sounding chord, which are represented by a letter and a number, say A7, D9, G13, something like that. Bingo chord, B11, something like that. So we're going to start with just very basically, but these are the important tools that all music is made up of. And on the guitar, if you could just get kind of coordinated to these, you'll be in great shape. So we're going to talk about 3 chords in the truth in major keys, 1, 4, and 5. Here's the other part of it. We're going to practice the chords and get together. Every time you see the key of A or the chord A, you'll be able to predict 1, 4, and 5. Oh, it's going to be A, D, and E, probably. And then there'll be an A. If I'm in the key of A major, it's going to be an A major scale. And then I call it the note chart. But it's about one of the most important things that I can really, if I could talk to my 14-year-old self, this would be the most important thing I could go back in time to tell him, like, just do this. It'll help everything to be the kind of guitar player I was hoping to be. So it took me a lot of time. Let's save some time. Let's find the easy way. Here's the easy way. So the easy way is to know your 1, 4s, and 5s. In the key of A, it's an A chord. And the 4th chord is a D. And then I'm going to go back to A, and then I'm going to go to the E chord, and then I'm going to go back to A. And then I'm going to play the scale that goes with it. I play them descending. And then I'm going to play the A chord again, maybe twice. A for 2, and a couple of Ds, a couple of As, a couple of E's, a couple of A's. I might even pick the scale notes twice. I might play my chords again. Maybe I'll melt them this time. We call it an arpeggio. D, A, and E, and A. And just take your time. I'm going to pick each note maybe 3 times. I'm going to play an amen, which is a D to an A, and a the end, which which is an E to an A. There's the 14-year-old self. It's an A5 on the big dog. The A string is A open. The fourth string is, the D string is A at 7. The next string is A at 2. The next string is A at 10. And the next string is A at 5. So I'm going to do all those again. 5 open. I just let my pick fall. 7, 2, 10, 5. 5 open, 7, 2, 10, 5. I'm going to pick each note twice. Apple, 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 apple. If you go 5 plus 12, anything that's the highest note plus 12, 5 plus 12 is 17. And so now I'm training my body to hit those notes. Those are all written on your page. Then it goes to the key of D, the key of G, the key of C, the key of the key of E, with all that stuff, with probably the first scale that you should maybe learn in each of those keys. Some people just play one key all the time. There's a lot of stuff here, but when you get to the 1, 4, and 5 in the minor key, well, the 1 is minor and the 4 is minor, but the 5 remains dominant. Dominant seventh means I'm the funky one, I'm the tense one. I'm happy and stable, I'm happy and stable, I'm funky and unstable. I'm sad, but I'm stable. I'm sad, but I'm stable, but I'm funky and I'm unstable. The 5 goes to 1, and this is the system that was created, 400 years ago. So I didn't invent this. Bach invented this, and it goes back a little further than that. So if we wanted to play the blues is an American thing. We invented this, not me, but our culture, we got it. So everything's funky. 1 is A7 and D7 and E7, and I'll hope to add some other stuff. We could just talk about the blues, 1, 4, and 5, 3 chords in the truth, but we'll have a bluesier scale. But here's what won't change, is where the A's are. Whether I play the A major scale, and it's 4 and 5, whether I play the A minor, 4, D minor, A minor, E7, still 1, 4, and 5, and then I play the A minor scale, or we make them all 7s, A7, D7, A7, E7, and then and then all the A's. We have a bluesy scale, right? I'll add these to another lesson, but 507, 2, 10, 5, and 17. Your body's just going to really learn. It gets to be pretty fun when your hands will just do it for you. But there's a little academic stuff in here. There's some other very important chord progressions, or maybe common chord progressions at the end. So not 3 chords in the truth, but 4 chords in the truth. So it's still 1 and 4 and 5, but we're going to add the 6, which it says 6 minor. So if I'm in the key of, we were doing A, it'll be A, and then 6 minor would be A, B, C, D, E. It's actually F sharp in this key, so I'm going to play F sharp minor, and however you like to do it. And then it'll be the 4 chord D and E. So I call this a doo-woppy chord progression, like stand by me when the night is come and the land is dark. And that's a very common thing. Also in jazz, the most common chord progression is 2, 5, 1. So 2, 5, 1. 2 is minor, so it's going to be in our key B minor, and then E is still the 5 chord, and A is the 1 chord. It's a little bit longer progression, and progression is the right word. We're pushing towards home, and home is 1. And so 1 is home, 4 is like a vacation, 5 is like going to work, 6 is like maybe going to church or something, or like a contemplative place. 2 might be kind of like your sad neighbor's house or something. If I play A and then I go next door, A to B, it's just the next spot on the block, so to speak, and then you go to work, and then you go back home, and it feels good to go back home. And we have a scale, and we have all the A's, 5, 7, 2, 10, 5, and 17. So practice these in all the 5 keys, learn each scale, learn each note chart as you can. The bottom of the important chord progressions again, 2, 5, 1 in minor are half diminished. The little circle with a line through it is a half diminished, B half diminished, E7, and A minor. So when you're in a minor key, it gets a little bit slightly more complicated. And then we'll talk about the cycle of fifths, which is like the clock is a cycle of fifths, and a cycle of fourths. All the notes are on the circle, the cycle. I'll share all that with you in a next video or something. So just enjoy these and have a great time. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon.